Let's say you want to create some rotating text that travels around something like a sphere. First, shut out the atmosphere and gravity again. I'm going to use a sphere and resize its mesh a little bit to give it a more rounded surface. We'll now place our sphere into the scene. I'm going to scale up its size. I'll make sure it's in the center. We'll now adjust the position of our text. That looks pretty close to center. And I'm going to paint our sphere a different color to make it a little bit easier to see. I'm now going to give our letters an attribute of wood. Now we want to add a couple of fixation points. Place these fixation points above and below the sphere in the center of the scene. We'll now add a motion rotation vector to our letters. And we're going to adjust its speed so it gives a nice quick rotation around the sphere. It's time to start our simulation. That looks pretty good. We'll now stop our simulation. And let's say we want that the text kind of wrap around the sphere. We can do this by using the bend tool. I'm going to change views here to make this a little bit easier to set up. And now we're ready to start our simulation again. Now the text has a more curved look as it wraps around the sphere. Kind of reminds me of a famous movie logo. Following text is pretty easy. First, make sure you have the global gravity and atmosphere turned on. This time I'm going to give our letters an attribute of iron. This will give our letters a nice bounce when they hit the ground. Again, I'm going to turn on the per primitive sim tool to spread the attribute to all the letters. And I'm going to start the simulation. Pretty easy, huh? If you want to reverse the effect, open up the scene editor and reverse the animation. There are many effects you can do using physical simulations. Use your imagination and see what you can come up with.